If this is your first time here, listen up. You should know that we're not paid by anyone to comment or review on the following products. The opinions here are based on my opinion and mine alone. If you agree, that's great. Show us some love. Give us a thumbs up down below. If you disagree, leave us a comment. I get that. I'll get back to you. Now, we rate our products on a 5-point scale. Number 1, the most important, is quality. 2 is value. 3 is performance. 4 is durability. And 5 is documentation. Why documentation? Because so many of the things we buy anymore have misleading ads on the internet, misleading features and lines on the box and stuff that really doesn't pan out, really doesn't hold true. And one thing I can't stand is getting instructions that you can't read that don't make any sense. So anyway, based on those 5 points, let's get started. Okay, hey everybody, it's Charlie at Iron Goose RV. Real quick, we're going to look at a GoPro accessory today. Can you really get too many GoPro accessories? The answer is no. Let me switch views here. This is a GoPro cage. I think the base is an aftermarket, don't worry about that. But this is what I call a cage. The GoPro actually fits into it like so. You snap that buckle down and it securely holds your Session, your GoPro Hero 4 or 5. This is a 5. So, and then of course this shoe here can mount to a multitude of different accessories. Even outside the vehicle, etc. The only issue is, to me, I want a whole bunch of these things, these cages, and they're the GoPro. GoPro version is like $20, okay? And there are other options. Okay, the one I'm going to talk about today is on Amazon and maybe other places as well. I didn't look beyond that. It's called a Kourpar, Kourpar, protective housing, aka cage, right? And it's $8.89. Now again, this is the GoPro version right here. So let's go ahead and do a real quick opening. Well packaged, bubble wrap. Be careful you don't break it taken out of the package. Okay, get rid of that debris. What do we have? My gosh, it looks a lot like the GoPro. And it comes with one of these little clicky bases as well. Move that before I hurt myself. So, GoPro. Let's change views. This is the GoPro. This is the Kourpar. If you see, it works in exactly the same way. Nice tight fit. Little cam lock latch. Very secure. The only obvious difference from looking at the two side by side is the Kourpar, which I'm going to call it the $9 version. It mounts on the back. Your other GoPro accessories you see mount on the back. GoPro mounts on the bottom. And this will change your mounting options and your angle of, your possible angle of camera angle, okay? That doesn't exactly go 180 degrees. It goes all the way down on one side, but only about, it's still about 45 degrees from going flat here. This guy here, the Kourpar, pretty much has got this range of motion, okay? He's got a little better range of motion if you ask me. Anyway, guys, looks good, feels good. It's very secure. I've got, what do I have? I got like 4 of these now, and I just got a couple more today, so I'm kind of overloaded on the cages, but you can't, like I said earlier, you can't have too many GoPro accessories. Push that baby out, and out it comes. I mean, it's, I don't want to say it's identical. It's not identical to the GoPro, but it feels the same. To me, it's just as secure. GoPro, Kourpar, whatever you want to call it. Boom. Another thing I want to point out on the Kourpar, whatever, is this, the mount for the standard GoPro type mount is on the back, but you notice that they've got another piece of plastic here that's molded into the original, which to me is going to actually give it even a little more strength. It's going to make this entire structure a little more rigid. Now, is that, are we splitting hairs there? Maybe, I don't know, but it is definitely not a negative. If anything, it's a slight positive, something additional you're getting for your money. But for $9, my gosh, there's no reason not to get more of these things. Okay, so let's go ahead and tally up a score here. What's the final score for this guy? I'm going to give him a 3 points for quality. I'm going to give 2 points, definitely 2 points for value for $9 compared to 20 bucks. And performance, I'm going to give it 2 points. Durability, I would say it's 2 points possible. We're going to go with 2 points on this. And the reason I can step out and say that is because I've used a bunch of these, and I've used them in all the environments. Used them outside the vehicle, used them on mobile mounts. I even altered one and made a smooth Q mount out of it for my gimbal. It works wonderful, which that's another video if you ask me. But the last thing is documentation. There's basically no documentation that comes with it, nor is there anything that's needed. There's no instructions. I'm sure if it came with instructions, it would be difficult to understand anyway. But you just unlock it, drop your camera in, and latch it down, and you're done. So on the documentation, I'll go ahead and give it 1 point. So if you ask me, this has got a 10 out of 10. This is definitely a keeper. I highly recommend you get it if you need them. I did notice today that, well, in preparation for this video on Amazon, I was noticing another manufacturer's on the scene now, and for like $7 or $7.50, something like that. So, you know, like anything with the Chinese stuff gets involved, and it gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. But be careful, because $7 one, maybe it's a piece of crap. I don't know. But I will say this, the Kourpar, whatever you want to call it, Kourpar, is a 10 out of 10 on Charlie's review. So I recommend, if you need a GoPro mount, session mount, I should say, it fits the 4 and the 5. Thumbs up, go for it. Have a good day. See you next time.